Welcome back to another episode of The Rundown, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I am Chris Fagan, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the return of the Mack. Allison Mack is back out of prison. We're going to talk a little bit about some blackface with Colleen Ballinger and Pascal's little pesky stalker situation. So, guys, appreciate you guys if you are watching us live. I know it's Thursday. We usually do the rundown on the evening time. Sometimes we do two shows. We're not doing that anymore. So the rundown will, as of now, only be done 3 days out of the week this summer. Then we'll move to 5 days out of the week. So this is the rundown. We're not doing a rundown after dark. And but later tonight, me and Tabitha, hopefully, we have advanced screening passes to go see the Mission Impossible. So later on tonight, there won't be a rundown after dark, but there will be a review right out of the theater with me and Tabitha giving our thoughts on Mission Impossible 7. Guys, if you're joining us in the live chat and you want to talk about any of the topics that we got going on right here, you can do so. You want to support the channel, man? Come on, support us. Here's a couple ways you can do it. You can send us a comment during the show, during our live chat. Super chats, you will guaranteed get mentioned on the show. So that always helps us out. Send us a super chat. Let us know what you guys think at all time. Call us on our voicemail at 281-406-1993. That's 281-406-1993. You can send your questions, your comments, rumors, theories, rundown. Send me lists, anything that you got that you want lists. If you become a channel member, you can gain access to our live call-ins, voice calls, or video chats, depending on what tier you are. But those are only during the rundown after dark episodes. We also do our comments from Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all the social medias as well. So give us a call from there. And if you also want to hear the podcast, don't forget to support the podcast. Let us know what you guys are thinking at all time. Spotify, Amazon, Google, all that stuff. That's where our podcast is. So download the podcast or just go to one of them, comment, and see, this guy has a shiny head. I don't like it. Or, this is some sexual chocolate that I will, little dab will do you. Any way you want. If you like it, I love it, But let's get right into it. I'm riding solo today. Joy divorced me today. I said, hey, babe, you want to do the show with me? And she was all like, no, I got responsibilities and I got work to do, Chris. I'm in a meeting. I'm like, all right, I'm going to remember that. I remember that. Next time you want me to do that thing, you're like, yeah, I remember that. And I'm like, I'm busy. I got a meeting. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Guys, Allison Mack is back. It's the return of the Mack. And look, I want to get directly into it. Oh, damn it. What did I forget my show notes? Already starting off bad. No, I'm not going to admit defeat on this one. I got my show notes. I got them right here. We're gonna start this one over. Pretend like none of that happened. There we go. There's my show notes right there. Boom. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Guys, Allison Mack is out of prison. I don't know if you guys are aware, but here is the situation. Okay. So Allison Mack, actor from Smallville, was imprisoned because she was involved in a sex cult where she was trying to get other actresses, branded and involved in these scandalous situations where they would be, what's the word I'm going to look for? Embedded or entangled with her and the other person involved that led him to be in prison. I got his name written down somewhere. Ray, whatever his name is, was in prison for over 120 years and her in prison for 3 years. She was released early on good behavior. And let me go full mass real quick. It says, Mack had been handed a 36-month sentence by a federal judge on racketeering and racketeering conspiracy charges relating to her role in the cult, which prosecutors had described as a recruiting and grooming women to be used as sexual partners by NXIVM leader Keith Raniere. The former Smallville actor pleaded guilty in 2019 to the racketeering and conspiracy charges, receiving a relatively short prison sentence for assisting prosecutors in the case against Raniere, who in 2020 was sentenced to 120 years in prison on charges related to sex trafficking. That comes to us from Deadline. Guys, I have a question. And I see you in the chat. What's going on, Brianna? Hey, Brianna. Hey, and B Gill Studios, as always, man. What's up, B Gill? What's up? I watch or listen to the podcast Smallville, Talkville with Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling. They've had a lot of the former guests and directors and stuff on the show to talk everything about Smallville. I love Smallville. I'm rewatching Smallville. I'm trying to get my kids into it. They're not really taking. The graphics aren't 2020 enough for them. It's 2001 for them, for their take. They don't like it, but I'm still gonna. I'm the parent, so I'm gonna make them watch it. My question is this, and I put it on the lower third. Allison Mack is released from prison early. In your opinion, if you even care about this, let me know what you guys think. Has she paid her debt to society? I mean, realistically, do we even live in that world anymore? There's some people who, Martha Stewart, for example, can pay their debt to society, and it's as if nothing happened. All that damage that she did to people and whatnot comes out, rubbing elbows with Snoop Dogg, and she's cool. But with what Allison Mack did, much, much worse. So do you expect her to guest on the Talkville? Would if it was me? It's a tough thing to say because of the nature of what she did. People are going to be like, shun her for life. Scarlet letter kind of a situation. Never. But then you're going to have other people going, come on, she's paid her debt to society. Let's move on. Let's not punish people for the rest of their lives. But at the same time, let's not put people in a situation where they can profit off of her bad behavior. I mean, but then again, I'm on the fence on this one. She snitched. So she paid her debt to society, right? Come on. Can she get a break at least? Can Allison Mack recover at all? Let me do something real quick on the side. Can Allison Mack recover at all? That's the question. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is that she's going to start her own podcast. Maybe she'll start a podcast. Maybe I'm putting this idea in her head. Maybe I am. I'll take full credit for this. Go and start your own Smallville podcast to go against what Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling are doing now. The real Talkville. The real Smallville podcast, from the true dark history of Smallville. The thing, right? That's an idea. She could write a book. She could do all kinds of stuff. But I don't know, man. I feel like if she's going to try to get back into the limelight, if she's going to try to make peace and make friends with the people that she hurt, I mean, Armani, what's her name from the Harry Potter's, they tried to get her involved into this stuff. They try to get you in these compromised situations and then blackmail you just so you can stay in their cult, and then she would have power over these people through that Rayner guy. It was weird, guys. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is she redeemable or is she done? I think I put that up on a poll. No, that's a different poll. Never mind. Oh, yeah, guys, don't forget to check out the poll question that we have. Let me know what you guys think. And share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll pop them up at the end of the show. Guys, I think I forgot to do something. Let me go back. Let me go remind you guys. At the end of the show, remember, we will check all of the questions. So we'll do this. The show is going to be cut. From this point on, I think I like this situation. The show is going to be cut up in 3 parts, 3 acts. You know, I always say entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Entertainment news, the trending topic stuff, the things that we talk about, the trending topics. Reviews, when we talk about TV, with streaming, movies, things like that. By fans for fans part, that's the we got your mail part. So anything you guys want to say during the live stream, and the comment section after the fact on social media, that's where I'm going to pop up. Today I got a voicemail call in. I got some comments from social media, and we're going to leave the very end of the show for you guys talking live. All right, let me get back on track. Sorry about that. Moving on. Ballinger blackface. My wife showed me this, and I was like, oh, you in trouble. I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like there's nothing she can do. She's constantly, forever gonna be hit because her name is like it's lava right now. It's red hot. So no matter what the situation is, she's going to be getting. We're going to be digging deep into her archive to see what we can drum up. But let me pull it up real quick. Let's see. So from TikTok, Colleen Ballinger received renewed backlash. Let me skip this over here. Renewed backlash over resurfaced blackface performance by Amanda Sings covering Beyonce's Single Ladies. So the second my wife showed me this, Joy was like, look at this. I was like, oh, you in trouble. That's one of the worst. But the first thought that popped into my head was, if that happened, it had to have happened recently. I mean, forget whatever movement, 2015, when with the Black Lives Matter movements, whatever. I know it's recent stuff where people like to dig in social media to see if we can, call people out for inappropriate behavior, sexism, harassment, racism, all that stuff. I know, right? But whether it was before or after, don't matter. If she did that at all, why are we just now here? I watched a little bit of what Amanda was doing on YouTube. I wasn't a follower or anything like that, but I saw a little bit of her stuff. And if that would have happened, we would have heard about it. So when I made this a topic, Joy came up and she was like, I looked into it a little bit deeper. And here is the explanation of what the situation is kind of about. So let me go full screen here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is from Colleen Ballinger, the blackface situation. Some believe she is actually wearing green face paint. On Reddit, multiple users inferred that she was likely wearing green face makeup because she had also performed a song from Wicked It as Elphaba, if I'm saying that right, during the tour. It is unclear when the video was shot, but it does show her removing her costume to show the black leotard underneath before she begins performing. Others felt that performing the song in green face paint would still be very irresponsible of Ballinger. And that's what I agreed to too. That's the first thing that I said. I said this is exactly what I said about the situation. I know you guys, I see you guys typing in the comment section. I'm gonna save that for the tail end of it, for the We Got Your Mail portion of it. And please do me a favor, guys. Put your comments in context, because sometimes you might say something where, like, say if you say something like that was crazy or that sucked, I don't know if you're talking about Mac or Ballinger or Pascal so kind of let me know what you guys are talking about before I pull it up, because
some of y'all are about to get sued.
What I said to my wife was this: look, if that's the situation, if Ballinger she put on a green makeup and she was first making fun of Wicked It, and I understand the character is kind of off, and I understand. Watch my words carefully, because I ain't trying to get kicked out the cookout. That barbecue's too good. I understand as a performer what that would be about on stage, transitioning from one act to the next. So if she were to come out and be like, and she hasn't commented yet, but if Ballinger were to say directly to me, I can't speak for everybody, but if she was to say to me, like, no, Chris, that green makeup was about Wicked It. I was doing Wicked It. And then later on, we were going to sing Beyonce. I would believe it. I would believe it with timing and all that stuff. But here's the problem. At the very least, and I saw somebody who co-signed what I'm about to say this exact same thing. But I said this to my wife first before I read it. At the very least, whether it was done on purpose and you knew better, or whether it was a pure accident and just not thinking. Because I could buy it, the not thinking. It was about one thing and I didn't connect it with the other. Because it's not brown. It's not black makeup. So I didn't connect the dots. At the very least, you should be smart enough to know if your face is covered with paint, period, probably putting that on your face. I couldn't find another P word. Putting that on, I'm sorry if I'm messing your eardrums up. I apologize. Putting that on your face and you're about to sing a song with from a very, very popular black woman was just dumb. It's just not the smartest thing to do. And whether it was on purpose for the shock value or whether it was pure accident, you just weren't thinking, you weren't connecting the dots mentally. I believe it either or. I would honestly, 100%, I would believe it. If she said, no, dude, I was not thinking it like that. I would believe her. But it's still dangerous either way, whether it was on purpose or whether it was pure accident and not mentally connecting the dot. People like that are dangerous because you're constantly bumping into, falling ass backwards into controversial situations. Oh, when I say the N-word, it's a term of endearment. And you could be the whitest person in the world. Like, no, dude, you ain't gonna say, I don't know you like that. You know, well, all my black friends say, oh, your black friends let you say that. I don't know you. You in my house. You brought this to my attention. And I have the right to react the way I want to react. And that's what she's dealing with. But at the same time, she's fair game right now. She's probably sitting there going, man, what did I say yesterday? If she'd have just listened to her lawyers and not talked about, let a little time go by, maybe she could bounce back. I think I have that question popped in the voting thing. Can she recover based on laying low, or is she done? Yesterday I would have said she could recover. Now I think she's done. I mean, I looked at net worth up. She's worth what? $12 million. Maybe she has half of that in the bank. She's fine. Retire. I don't think you can recover for this. There's not enough apologies in the world. And this is why. That ukulele stuff. When the person that you were responding to about that, with that ukulele was able to use that ukulele against you, there's nothing you can do. The internet is now laughing at you and looking for reasons to mess with you. They're looking for anything. And that blackface thing can be interpreted either way. And I wouldn't be mad at any person of color who looked at it one way or the other. You know what? It was green. She was doing Wicked It. I understand what she was doing. Or another person goes, she's still, I don't care if it was green, but I don't care what kind of paint it was. It was dark enough for me to feel something. And especially when you cut it out of context, you don't see her really changing out of it. You don't see the footage of her doing the whole performance. From what I read, she privated that whole thing, or put it as unlisted. And she allegedly talked about it in her book, but nobody can really confirm that or find it. So, I mean, it's too much going on. I'll put this up now because I'm going to read it out of context later. Yolanda says she's hurt so many women. Maybe you were probably talking about Allison Mack. Maybe, but this also fits with Matt Bollinger. But that's my 2 cents on it. Whatever that's worth. Let me know what you guys think and comment below. Do you think she's done, or do you think she can still recover? I mean, it was just a little blank. It was dirty green, but it wasn't black. It was dark green. It was soil green. Come on, man. Like even I'm coming up with stuff that could be that could be used against her. I mean, I can just throw all these words on her. I can say anything because that's how I interpret it. And you damn not sure not going to invalidate my feelings or any other person of color's opinion about it. So I think it's time, especially after your ex was able to come out after you and say, yeah, this is how she would act. I would always tell her not to do this stuff, and she would always tell me to shut the fuck up. Chickens are coming home to roost. Sorry for you. At least your current husband has your back, because your ex, ooh, he coming for you, man. Coming for you. Let me know what you guys think about it. Comment below, and maybe we'll talk about it later on. We got your mail. Next up, Pascal, man. So Pedro Pascal, this story happened on TikTok. I think, let me pull it back up real. So let me go from TikTok. Yeah, Pedro Pascal's Stalker underscore Missy underscore K took a flight to meet her hero. Meet Pedro Pascal. I'm getting it all. I'm getting the. I'm getting ready, and it just got worse and worse the more she tried to explain it. So this is underscore Missy underscore K. I don't know what her real name is. I didn't look it up, and I'm bothering to look it up. Was attempting to see her hero, her idol, Pedro Pascal. She's a flight crew member who allegedly stalked the Mandalorian. According to her own post, she traveled by plane to Malta, swam across some waters, and snuck on set where she was stopped by security. I saw the majority of this reported on TikTok. And according to the people that followed it closely, this is third-hand information here, she posted an explanation about what she was doing and why she's upset. And very, very disappointed in Pedro, by the way. According to her, this is all Pedro's fault. Her stalking him was his fault. Let me tell you why. Very disappointed. Here was what she had to say. From Missy underscore K explains, the trip where my idol, inspiration, and hope for the world broke my heart. Yes, I went crazy and embarked on the adventure of meeting my idol. I never ever expected to be so heartbroken by someone I believed to be so thankful, so warm, and so kind towards his fans. I guess it is true. Never meet your heroes. I look, and when I saw him, I thought, no way. Soon, I was treated with the opposite of what he had made me believe he was. No, there weren't 50 people that could suddenly chase him. Let me stop right there. You see where this is going? The whole thing, everything she's saying, she's putting on to him. He displayed himself as a man of the people, a man that's willing. Look at that smile. Look at the jawline. Look how he's looking. Look how he's looking at me. It's like, come on, Missy. Come get this Pedro. Come get this Pascal. Come get the Mandalorian. It's all for you. And she continued on by saying, there wasn't a lot of people. There was two loving fans only trying to show him how much they cared. Even though this whole weekend ended in disaster for me, I still got the chance to meet amazing people. At ed.zeppelin, who was just the sweetest person. Thank you for sharing your experience and for being so nice to me and my friends. At Saban on the Cam. Okay. Your story inspired me, and I was so thrilled to meet you. I'm glad to match your expectations. To you both, I wish all the luck and success. And she continues to at Pasca is punk. I'm sorry if you had, I guess this is to him directly. I'm sorry if you had a rough day. I hope the beach was nice, and I apologize for doing nothing but support you and being refused for seconds of your time, which could have meant the world to me, when all I wanted to say was, thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for bringing my confidence back. Thank you for making me want to sing again. And thank you for being an example of a human being, which I didn't even recognize. I wonder what would have happened if I was Rihanna. And she continues. I only had love and thanks to give to you. And in 2 seconds, you managed to break my heart and made me doubt everything I had built you in my head to be. I even did my nails with your favorite colors. Smiling, sweaty nerd emoji. What an idiot. At Coco Rich, keep up the good work, I guess. I came in from Facebook. How you gonna gaslight the person you stalking? What? Looney Tunes. How you gonna get this? All your fault. Oh, that's wrong camera. That's where Joy was supposed to be sitting. How you gonna tell the person you stalking, I did it for you? How about a thank you? I just wanted 2 seconds of your time. I know I was running out of the water after I swam across the ocean to come grab you, all dripping. Pedro. And maybe it looked a little weird, a little suspicious, but your security guard didn't have to tackle me. All I wanted was 2 seconds. Yeah, all you wanted was 2 seconds. Anybody believe that? Does anybody believe that? All I wanted was 2 seconds of your time. No. She goes to the extremes and she gaslights her idol. It's all your fault for being I believe you to be a warm, loving human being. I'm so disappointed. I just wanted to meet my daddy. And now
some of y'all are about to get sued.
Yeah, I'm about to get sued. You're about to get sued.
For me,
I just felt like doing that one. Let me know what you guys think, man. That was her face. That was her face. Was looking on. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think Pedro went too far? Ain't it his fault for being so approachable, so lovable, so Mandalorian-y, so Last of Us-y? I mean, it's his fault, right? Think about it. If you really think about it, ain't it his fault? Are you sure about that? I'm like, look at the judge. I wonder if the judge is going to be like, really? Really? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more. We got your man. I can't wait to hear what you guys say about that one. Let's go. It's Thursday, guys. Throwback Thursdays, as we like to do here on the Rundown. The movie's turning 10 and 20 years old today. Let's go. Turning 10, we have The Heat, Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, and World War Z. No sequel, though. No sequel. Why can't we ever get the sequel? And turning 20, The Room, the original one. I did not. I have never seen. I don't think I've seen Heat. I think out of all three of those, I've only seen World War Z. I've never seen the original Room, and even though I kind of want to. I know it's probably free to watch online, and people are still paying to see it every year on its anniversary. And the guy makes money off of it. I've seen The Disaster Artist, so I don't feel like I need to see The Room. I don't want to see it. But that I did not hit it. I did not. Man, that was the funniest thing. So, yeah, 2003, The Room. Late July. Late June. Can you believe it? The Room. I hope I got that right. Yeah. At the end of June. Yeah, that's when it came out. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you have any thoughts on have you seen the original Room? Have you? What do you think about World War Z? Are you disappointed like me about how we're not gonna get a sequel to World War Z? I think that's still to this day Brad Pitt's most profitable box office movie that he starred in, and The Heat. Let me know what you guys think about that. And let's move on to the next situation. All right. So last night, me and Joy, I said we were going to talk about Joyride. We saw Joyride, and let me get a quick review. I was like, do I want to spoil this? Do I want spoilers? Okay, I won't spoil anything. If Joy was here, maybe we'd talk a little bit spoilers, but she's not here. I got to wrap it up. So I won't talk about spoilers. And the only reason why I even debated talking about spoilers is because this movie's not going to really do that good. So I'm hoping it's a funny movie. It was very, very funny. It's starring Ashley Park, Stephanie Hugh, Sherry Cola, and Sabrina Wu. This was a movie that I've only kept hearing about, word of mouth. It was like, you got to see this movie. It's the funniest comedy of the year. Something like Hangover. And I went in, and I'm going to say this. If your choices are No Hard Feelings and Joyride, see Joyride all day. All day. Way better than Joy. Funny. So far, yes, this is the funniest comedy of the year. Was it as funny as Hangover? I would say the only thing that hurts that comparison is the fact that we've already had Hangover. And I don't want to compare. If I'm going to compare it to Hangover, I'm going to give the edge to Hangover. And I don't want to do that because I think that's a disservice. This movie stands on its own. It's funny as hell. I mean, I was told by other reviewers and stuff that the things that happened in this movie had them on the floor rolling, laughing, and the things that these women did had me. One person was like, I couldn't breathe so hard that I was laughing so hard. It didn't impact me that way, but it impacted Joy that way. We laughed, and there was a lot of laugh out loud moments. She saw the trailer. I went in blind. I watched no trailers, no nothing. I just went by word of mouth, and I wasn't disappointed. Comic wise, this movie. This is one of the great things about this movie. Besides the comedy, what this movie really did was it talked about like the stereotypes that are within the Asian community between the different cultures like Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and etc. and South Korean, North Korea, all of it, mostly all of it. How sometimes with the cultures, people can instantly get along, like how two black people can see each other and acknowledge each other. How people are stereotyped and categorized in the same group. Oh yeah, you're Chinese, huh? I'm assuming that crap. Where hey, you must be Japanese, right? Aren't you? And I'm like, no. It talked a lot about that. But what it really did was it shows these four different characters in the same. It really did a good job of showing you how, especially Asian Americans, just like everybody else. They're just like everybody else. I mean, one was the nerdiest, goofiest person who very successful and stuff. But as I heard the star, I believe Ashley Park, her character was very, very nerdy. She was a successful woman and a go-getter and rising in the ranks in the corporate world. But at heart, geek, pure nerd geek. As pretty as she was, could probably have any man she wants, but she'll probably marry a gamer type of person. Then you had Stephanie, which played her best friend. If you saw the trailer, you saw that was the little girl who defended her at the playground. Like when that little boy said, "We don't accept ching chongs," and she's like, "Fuck you," bust him right in the throat. Straight up ass kicker throughout the whole movie. Fearless, in your face. Don't take stuff from nobody type of person. Then you had the bougie artist. What's her name? Sherry Color from Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I was looking forward to seeing her performance. But there was something that she did in this movie. If you probably saw the trailer, maybe they put it in the trailer or not. But I was like, damn. And they held nothing back. This is a R-rated movie. You do not bring your kids anywhere near. If you thought that scene in Everything Everywhere All at Once with that statue, with the dude with his legs, I ain't gonna go into details, was something. These characters are not afraid of butt stuff. Let me just put it let me put it like that. That's all I'm gonna say. It was funny. I don't think it's fair to compare it to Hangover, because I would it's in the same vein, but these ladies did something better. Is it better than like Bridesmaids? Is it better than something like that? I don't know. Maybe I would probably say maybe I had more fun with this one than Bridesmaid. Is it funnier than something like Mean Girls or something like? No, but in comparison, comparing it to Hangover, no. Is it funnier than Hangover 2 and Hangover 3? Yes, Is it funnier than Hangover 1? No. That's if I was to rank it, that's probably where I'd rank it. Hangover, then this, then Hangover 2, Hangover 3. But it was funny, man. It was real funny, and it deserves a look in the theaters. I'm afraid it might not get it. Hopefully, what's her name from Everything Everywhere All at Once? That's a name that can boost it. I know that everybody else in here. Deadeye, dude, go see this movie for Deadeye at least. There's a character in here, Sabrina Wu. I think she's playing a character named Deadeye. There's a reason why they call her that. It's not because she's a good shot. Just look into her eyes. There's nobody there really. It's funny as hell. But go check it out. I can't wait to see it again. Will I go see it in the theater again? Probably not, but I will check it out again when it's available on streaming. But it is worth a look in the theater. So go check it out if you have a chance. All right. With that out the way, guys, don't forget, you can support the channel by voicemail. Send us a call. Call us 281-406-1993. Leave a voicemail, questions, comments, rumors, theories, anything you want to, or a rundown. I love a good rundown. I'm about to get into your comments. Super chats guaranteed. You will have your comment read. But let me start with first. We got a voicemail. I forgot to queue it up, so let me pull it up real quick. We got our first voicemail from Ricky. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully you can hear it. Let me play it. From Ricky is asking a question about Indiana Jones. All right.
Hi, this is Ricky. I was wondering, do you think with the massive loss in money that is the Indiana Jones 5 that Disney is in a tough position because they also have Haunted House coming out and the Marvels coming out? I don't see either of those two movies making a lot of money.
All right, Ricky. And thanks for the voicemail, man. He kept it short, right to the point. I appreciate that. I feel like Disney is like Colleen Ballinger right now. People they're just enjoying it. They're just enjoying messing with him, man. They're the guy to pick up. With the series of the downward trajectory. And yesterday on the rundown, somebody said that Haunted Mansion, I don't know if I got it up on time, but I saw your post when you were giving me the predictions that Haunted Mansion was projected to be between 400 to 500 million. Now that's cool. If that's the case, or even more, somebody said, if that's the case, cool. The one thing about Haunted Mansion is I don't think it's being marketed heavily enough. Like, I was excited about seeing it when I first saw the trailers, and then it died down as other movies started coming in, and then I saw the trailer again like yesterday when I watched Joyride. I was like, oh yeah, I want to see that movie. I don't think they're marketing it enough, so you might be on par with Joyride. Now, Miss Marvel, the Marvels is a different beast. Now, I would say not a chance. But one of those projections that I got yesterday was that it's projected to go between 900 to 800 to $1 billion, I believe, was what he said. The first one made $1 billion, but now we're in a weird era. People after Captain Marvel came out, people were enjoying, going, I don't believe it really made $1 billion. Disney bought those tickets, trying to make it so forced and so well. So that mentality and sentiment has gotten worse since. And you combine that with the let's punch on Disney, and a lot of it is warranted because some of these things that Disney has been putting out has sucked. So it's valid. Let's punch down on Disney because they deserve it is happening. Combined with the sentiment of they don't believe that the first one made $1 billion. And it might, I don't know, it might perform less than what, if that's the expectation, the prediction, I think it's going to perform under that. I would say around 6 to 8, not 8 to $1 billion. But it all depends on, I don't know what the budget is. If the budget for the Marvels is good, if it's low, under 200 million, then that's good money. But if it's higher, 250, 300, then which is the mistake that Disney's been making lately, then that's going to be a disaster. If they went over budget. I got to go look up the budget. Coming off of WandaVision, we got Captain Rambo. Maybe that'll boost it, the curiosity of it. Coming off of $1 billion movie, it was always a good thing. But it hasn't been that way for a lot of the Marvel movies. If it's mediocrely written, if it's going to be a whole bunch of things. The fact that the last one made $1 billion would have been good for Captain Marvel if the last couple of Marvel movies weren't so, last couple of comic book movies weren't hit so hard, and to a lot of people sucked and mediocre to some, and people are bringing up the question: is the fatigue starting to set in? So both of those movies, Disney movies in general, are just coming out in a weird time. Nobody knows. No, these predictions have not been on the money at all in most of these movies. But I'm gonna say you're kind of correct. Is that it's likely, but it's not for. I guess time will tell. If the movie's not performed well, if Brie Larson is the focus of everybody's hatred again, but Kamala Khan is if maybe she can elevate it if it's written well, who knows? It's a weird thing to call, but I'm gonna predict 6 to 8, and I got to take a look at that budget to see what's going on with that, because I'm curious on that too. But thanks for sending that in, and let's move on to the social media portion of it. Social media comments. This is what I'm going to display it real quick. This is what we got. Then we're going to go into your live comments. So for We Got Your Mail from YouTube, I got classified top secret 4664. Thing is, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is an entitled, narcissistic, spoilt little brat who has only got where she is now because her parents are connected. Hard work and talent have absolutely nothing to do with anything. She was born with a silver spoon up her arse. Damn, man, tell me how you really feel. Jeez. I guess that's how some people feel about it. And that was a comment from the last live when we're talking about, is she franchise killer? I think somebody commented and said if The Rock was franchise Viagra, she's franchise something. I gotta look it up again. It was funny. It was something else, opposite of Viagra, obviously. But yeah, born with a silver spoon. Yeah, probably so. Maybe that's exactly how she got into the door. But the proof is in the pudding. A lot of things that she's written has been mostly successful and produced mostly successful. Then even if she is a legacy baby and got there only because of mommy and daddy, I mean, it sucks for a lot of people that legacies get in quicker, faster. You at the best schools. You were born 3 feet from home plate, where other players are still, trying to, get accepted into the stadium. You belong in those leagues. I was about to say something else. I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, and other people are born like a foot away from home plate, from hitting a home run. Just have to make one step and home run. Where other people have to, not strike out and run out every play and use a baseball reference. Yeah, it's true. It sucks. But at the end of the day, her talent is there. And like shows like Killing Eve, like I said, is proof that she knows a lot about a little about a lot of things. Does it suck that she got that head start? Doesn't suck for her. She's not going to complain about it. If she's aware of it, at least there's that. Maybe she's aware. I know, I understand my privilege, but I'm just trying to be a part of the solution. But maybe you've seen a video of that, and that's why you agree that she has that she's narcissistic or something like that. But I haven't seen anything like that. But if you have, let me see it. I'll see it. If she's the type of person that like looks up in the sky and closes her eyes and goes, "Oh no, I wrote Killing Eve and I'm on Star Wars," and maybe. Let me know. All right, what was the next one again? Let's move on. From TikTok, at Your Kryptonite 411. Do you think they will have him, David Cornsweat, bulk up, or will it be young Superman or younger Superman? Maybe both. I said on a previous episode, and I played a TikTok post. I said he's bulking up right now. He's eating chicken and rice right now. He's doing push-ups right now, hitting the gains right now, getting it in right now, getting canceled for looking at a girl too long in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? Then she's gonna get double canceled for try to shame people in the gym and claiming that the space is hers when she's in a public space right now. He's getting it. But James, it depends on the script. I mean, they said James Gunn revealed that there's not going to be an origin story. We have just, remember when they said that about Spider-Man? We've seen Spider-Man's origin story enough. We don't need it anymore. So he's taking that MCU approach to Superman. We've seen the origin story. So maybe we won't get a younger or skinnier Clark. But if he wants to do flashbacks or stuff like anything like that, you can take advantage of his size that he is now, film that first, then bulk up. But they tried to hide it well for Henry Cavill because he was already bulked up when they did their flashback. So I would assume or would hope, and it kind of took me out. He was like a 50-year-old man trying to look 17 when the scene when his dad died. It would make more sense if they did what they did in the Christopher Reeve Superman movie. Have another actor play his younger self, and that worked a lot better for me. And that actor was good. That younger version of Clark in the Superman movie, that actor was good. I have all these powers, and I can't save it. And he learned that lesson where you can't save everybody. So I mean, it depends. If they decide to start filming now, and then later have him bulk up, but I think that would be too much stress on his body to do it, to try to rush it. If you've already started filming, you would have to be filming now, and I haven't heard anything about them filming yet. I don't think that's the case, but I would assume since they're not going to do an origin story, they could do both, but I'm going to assume that they're only going to have him just as Superman. And if they do a flashback, get another actor, to play his older teenage self or younger 20 self. Get another actor. That's what I would say. Good question. And last up from Twitter, from Craig Harris 456, I gave it no hard feelings. I gave it the old, if you like J-Law, then go see it. When I was asking the question of how good was the movie, what'd you think about it? And he pretty much was like, if you're a J-Law fan, if you're a J-Law fan, go see it. That's how he felt about it. But other than that, I agree with that. If you love Jennifer Lawrence, dude, you're going to love that movie. There's a scene where you're going to love Jennifer Lawrence. Trust me. But it wasn't all that great. I thought the awkward kid in there the performance was a little bit better. That's just how I feel about it. All right. Moving on. Ending the show off. Live viewer comments. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about real quick before I head out. Let's see. As always, we got, Brianna Jasmine. What's up, Brianna? I see a theme for today. I was wondering if anybody was going to call me out on that. Like all the crazy ladies, allegedly. Well, two of them, yeah, straight up. But one, I got to say allegedly because I don't know how petty she is. She probably might be ready to sue all YouTubers. Like, how dare you disturb my slumber and mention my name on your puny little channel? Only got 10,000 subscribers. I am a god. Who knows how she might be. But good call. You called it out. I'm glad you noticed that. It was a little theme for today. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Big Gill Studios, what it do? Oh, what it do? My God, I'm not going to be like John Campy and pretend like I don't know what you're saying. What it do, Playboy? What's going on? How you doing? Let's see. Yolanda H. She hurt so many women. I'm going to assume now you were probably talking about Allison Mack because it was so high up. Yeah, you were right. Brianna Jasmine continues. I don't think Allison Mack has the fans or social capital to come back. I don't see a spin happening. I can see an attempt. But I see if she tried. Because what else is she going to do? Who's going to hire her? Who's going to hire her? She's going to write a book? Who's going to buy that? Because, come on, who's going to buy that? But if she writes a book and her only path is a tell-all, the dirt on everybody kind of a thing, because everybody pretty much turned their back on her, like, oh, and she can, and even whether it's, but she could, it'll probably lead to lawsuits and stuff like that. So yeah, you're probably right. Maybe it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. She just lay low, call it, just call it. You're done. I feel like you're done. I already read that from Justin D. What's up, bro? Likewise, I think she has very little going on for this. Before this, I say she keeps her head down, and in a few years, maybe she writes a book or something. See, we're on the same page. Right there. Let's see. Next one, and thumbs up, Thomas Brooks. What's going on, Thomas? Thomas, man, you've been in the comment section with some stuff. The way you interpret things on a certain subject, I'll put it like that, bro. It's been cracking me up. Like, I think me and you, we had a back and forth. I'm like, man, you really look deep into that, and I didn't see it that way, man. And then he basically was like, I don't care. I saw it that way. It was funny as hell. Yolanda H continues. Colleen broke federal law by also hosting viewing parties online with her underage followers where they watch Trisha Payton's. What? Are you serious? Damn, Colleen. Back in the day, you was the man, Colleen. Cap into you.
Some of y'all are about to get sued.
For real. Justin D's. I don't know, man. I kind of don't like the trend now. If someone says or does one thing that triggers someone, and then the internet piles on and on, going back to your elementary school days, trying to find dirt. Yeah, remember back in elementary school when you took my big crayons and big coloring books? Yeah, the pile-ons can get ridiculous, especially in this situation where it's like I said, I could understand where she was like, dude, I was for an hour on that show on stage was doing a spoof of Wicked, and then for 1 minute and 20 seconds I sung Single Ladies, and I just went straight into it and I didn't take it all off. Like I said, I can buy it. I can believe, I know how stage performance works, so I can buy it. But with the other things, hey, look, man, you can't blame people for, that's the new tabloid magazines, back in the days in the 80s and stuff, when people would buy them off the racks and just pile, and when they follow Princess Di and all the cameras all in your face and that still happens now. There's pretty much no flashes nowadays as much as it used to be, but that's the equivalent of it. The constant ding, 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 ding on for the likes and the clicks online. That's the equivalent of the camera in your face flash. Flash, 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 flash. Yeah. Is it true? Is it true what you did? Ain't it true you a bitch? Ain't it? Like that. That's the pile on, man. It happens. Let's say. Here's why I don't really feel sorry for her. Her advisors told her, and her ex kind of corroborated this. Advised her to keep her mouth shut. You keep giving them fuel. They're gonna go and dig anyway and try to make you look stupid. But when she did that ukulele thing, she did that on her own. She did that on her own. When against her advisors or lawyers' advice. Don't say anything. And then she tried to get cute with her advisors. They told me I couldn't talk about it. Wrote a song about it. Like here you go. Ding, ding, ding. Points if you know that reference. Well, they say that Amanda Sings is a controversial character. I think what I did wasn't that bad. Wrote a song about it. Like here you go. Ding, ding. All right. Let me know if you know that reference. Brianna Jasmine continues on. This stalker post is way too long. I tried to sympathize with a fellow fangirl, but she lost me. Yeah. Like, I understood for the first part when it was like, I just wanted to, I mean, but here's the thing. Celebrities even understand. We know that to you, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, but they're outnumbered. That's like, if they have 1 million fans, that's 1,000,000 to 1. That means the odds of this happening to that one person over and over again with all this damn celebrity worshiping is happening almost on a daily basis, or constantly, repeatedly on a day-to-day basis. It's not new to them. They get tired of it. You would get tired of it, just like when people get canceled, and then now you're the new celebrity, and you get ding 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 ding, like clicks click click. That's the equivalent of that. Show me what are you wearing? I'm in your face. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're here in my hometown. I'm never gonna see you again, probably. Unless you do what the other people have done, paid. Hey, did this thing die? Oh, it died. Paid to, go see him at a convention or something. But yeah, you're right. It just kept going and going. You just start losing. So what? I swam across a river to break in and go see you and meet you. Let me see if I can fix this. Is this thing? Oh, I forgot to plug it in. Oh, I'm stupid. Let me fix this. It's ruining the ambiance. Sorry about that. Got to turn that back on. It's killing me. Yeah. So what? I broke into your house and stole your dirty underwear. So what? I mean, come on. You come off as a nice guy. Come on. Yeah. After a while, it just got cringier and cringier. Yolanda, yeah, his stalker went way too far. Yeah, he did. JD continues on. It's obvious he's Pedro's. Yeah, man. Yeah, Pedro. Why don't you hold me like you hold Grogu? Why don't you lay me down and look me deep in the eye and caress my cheek and say, this is the way, before entering. I went too far with that, didn't I? Justin D continues, I saw Joyride last night. Honestly, I wasn't laughing that much. I feel like I'm gonna okay, because I'm always accused of bringing him up. Okay, it was John Campea. That's the person who said it was the funniest thing he saw in the John Campea, his brother-in-law, is Asian. His wife is Asian. I'm gonna say that just like when I go see a movie with the themes are a lot of black themes and stuff like that, a lot of black topics and jokes that I would get better than most people, and especially if you in a crowd where it's like we all getting those jokes, those especially little inside jokes where we know other people might not get it, and we laughing our heads off and stuff like that. I would imagine that people in that community for Joyride, they were seeing and understanding things on a deeper level. So the people he was around with his family, busting out laughing, and that can be contagious. And if the crowd is great in that theater, it can elevate the movie. So it's gonna depend on the crowd also. Like I saw that Jonah Hill movie that he did with Eddie Murphy, that Netflix movie. I saw that in a screening at a theater, and the audience, even though the movie wasn't that well received, the audience that I was with, man, we were all dying laughing because it was just that energy was there, man. So I'm going to say that that movie can benefit a lot from that. People from the community go into support it. If you have enough people who are probably from the community, the Asian community in enough theaters, and get that infectious laugh going on. That's funny as hell. The energy sometimes can make it a better experience, and maybe it'll benefit from that. But I can agree with you. I can agree with what you said. Let's say if it was just you and a couple of dudes in the theater, in the screening and whatnot, and maybe they'll and if you're not feeling, because you're not a part of the experiences that were said and done in those movies, even though similar things can happen to anybody of any race, of any background, but to be a part of the community, there's probably some more subtle things that we're not getting or seeing or have never experienced because we're not a part of said community. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you are Asian. You're like, no, I'm Asian. No, that just wasn't funny. I'm just saying that you can be in a theater where that energy around you, man, could just make it even a better experience. Justin D continues, the family storyline, the friendship storyline was to me too much. was to me the much better part. I think it just got overhyped for me, and the trailers had most of the funniest stuff. Joy disagreed with that. Joy said, because I didn't see the trailer. The only thing I saw was that first part with the punch in the throat, with the playground thing. I didn't see anything else in the trailers. And Joy said, no, she doesn't believe that the funniest things was in the trailer. Now for Joyride, yeah, the funniest parts were in the trailer. Straight up, man. But I mean, that's funny. You and Joy have two different opinions on that. Joy says no, the funniest parts weren't in the trailer. You was like, no, yeah, it was. Big Studios, I wanted to see Joyride. It looks hilarious. By the way, I'm hitting you up about a potential cameo role for you, my guy. I'm ready. I have, and my wife too. My wife was an extra. I'm gonna call her out now. She was an extra in Selena. She had a role in Selena. You gotta look real close. Let me know if you can find her. She's in it. She's in it. I had a role in remember Baby D from Next Friday? Remember Baby D? Well, she did a movie here in Houston, Texas, called Thug Life. I was in that. I was an extra in that. I am a very good thespian. Allegedly. I would love to tackle it, man. I would take it on. Black Professor X? Maybe. Let's see. Came Cordova. It was leftover paint from the Wicked performance just seconds before. Was not blackface. No, it was green face. In poor taste, though. I know. I'm saying. I mean, I'm sure she's gonna have a lot of defenders and a lot of detractors on both sides of it. Like I said, I would believe her if she said, "No, man, I was doing this, man. That was just a mistake. Come on, man, I wasn't thinking." I would have her back and be like, "Yo, dude, I straight up believe you." But when you in the limelight like that, you on the rise like that. Let me put it to you like this: unless this channel was like all about shock value, which is, I don't want this channel to really be about, but let's say it was all about shock value or about me trying to be funny all the time and trying to say some shocking stuff to a certain level. Unless I didn't care about and just would always cross the line. And it would start to gain, let's say, there's a difference between what would have been accepted by the few people that are watching you guys here with me live and whatnot, and people that might watch it after the fact. And what I'm like, oh, this is a small channel, it's nothing. Oh, he said this, he said that. And then watch. Let's say I blew up and I got over 1 million followers. Just me probably saying I could understand what she was doing. I would probably be getting in trouble for that. A bunch of black people were coming at my door. Really, motherfucker, really? You gonna give her a pass like that? I would constantly probably hear it. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I ain't speaking for you though. I would tell them that. My brother, I'm not speaking for every person of color. I'm speaking for me. I said I could understand it based on a transitioning performance thing. I understand it. But she was already hitting those levels and stuff, getting that Netflix deal and stuff. She should have thought about it. Is this a good idea? You should always have a person, and based on her ex, doubling down on it, saying she's the type of person that won't listen to criticism. If she thinks this is a good idea and you go, I don't think you should do that, she's going to shut you down. That's what he alleges. And I'm sorry, bro. That ukulele crap leads me to believe that is her mentality. My advisors, my lawyer told me not to say nothing, but they didn't say nothing about singing. It's stupid. That's dumb. I don't care if you're a fan of hers or not. I don't care if you're apologizing. I don't care if Amanda herself were to click in and chime in live right now and said, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there. I'm like, I was there when you posted that video. I watched it. And you said what you said. They told me not to say nothing, but I'm going to sing about it. Like, here you go. Well, when I put on that black face, I wasn't talking about that bit. You still said it. It was stupid. It was stupid. I'm sorry. Colleen is innocent. Of what? Of putting on blackface? Yeah, she's that. The color was green. Not guilty. I wouldn't say innocent. Not guilty, I would agree with that. But innocent? When she should have known better? When she looked right at the camera and said, my lawyer told me not to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway? What's that TikTok that, you sure about that? You sure about that? No, not guilty. I'll give you not guilty because I can't prove what was in her mind and was in her heart. But dumb. That was a dumb thing to do. That was a dumb thing to do. At that level of fame, you ain't gonna put on no blackface. What's wrong with you? No, it's stupid. A green, dark green thing, and go right into it. It was beetle headed. Let me take a quote from an old Martin Lawrence movie. Blue Street. What was that movie called? I forgot. It was beetle headed. To go and think like there had to have been somebody on her team who was like, I don't think this is a good idea. And if her ex is to be believed, she don't take that criticism very well. You just don't get my vision. You don't get it. You just don't. I'll be making fun of Joey. I'll be like, that's the type of a person that you're in a relationship with who will straight up try to call you out for some crap. And then when you call out their hypocrisy, I can't believe that you're cheating on me. And you're not taking my side. You're always doing this. Blah, blah, blah. And then you go, you just did that same thing to me yesterday. Yesterday when they was all calling me out and you were supposed to have my back, you didn't stick up for me. And then she'll be like, but that's not the point. I hate those, but that's not the point, people. So if that's what this is, if that's what's going on with this comment, I'm like, she's innocent. And I'll be like, well, what about when her lawyer, so she said her lawyer told her not to talk, and then she started singing. But that's not the point. I feel like I'm in the middle of that conversation. Rana, I like that you say Amanda sings instead of Miranda. I did say Amanda sings. It is Miranda, ain't it? It reminds me of Amanda Please from the Amanda Show. Yeah, it's Amanda Sings. I call her Amanda. See, I know it is Miranda. I'm sorry. Okay. Kane Cordova continues. We love Colleen. She's cute. She's cute. Yesterday I would have said I wouldn't say no, but today I'm like, how you gonna put my government name on display like that? Chris Fagan is behind one of those Pedro fanfic accounts. Oh, fanfic accounts. I know it. And why you put my government name out like that? I mean, I know I got it on the lower third, so why you? I feel like I'm in trouble now. I'm like Christopher Wayne Fagan. I actually have 4 names. I have 2 middle names. You're never gonna find out what the fourth one is. Christopher Wayne Fagan, or as my mom would say when I was playing outside and the streetlights came on, Chris. Like, oh shit, Brianna, run. Calling me out, talking about, I say Amanda sing. Yes, it's Amanda. It's Amanda. It's Amanda. That's her government name. Yeah, she's no longer Colleen. We love you, Colleen. Stop putting on green face, Colleen, and it's making me hard to defend you. But she said that she thought it would be funny. That's not the point. Lead attorney was trying to give her advice. Do not mention anything. Don't respond. Don't say nothing about that underwear you mailed to that kid. But it wasn't used underwear. Ding, 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 ding. Those panties were clean. Like, why? Why? It was that. Like, why would you make it worse, Colleen? Because Kane loves you. She's like, but that's not the point. I wanted to get my side out there. I still said Chris, not Christopher. Well, you said it now. You trying to be all right. You better keep on watch. It's gonna be me, you, and Jesus up in here. Right? Keep talking. Brianna, I bet it seems like I don't know her, but it seems like Brianna Jasmine is the type that go back and forth with them yo mama jokes with me. I'm like making me cry using her words. Something like, all right, Jazz, okay, chill. I'm sorry. Like I can't get a word in because she's hitting me too hard with the knockouts. Yeah, that's it, man. I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go run an errand. I appreciate you guys. This was fun, man. We got all types. We have the usual suspects. We have some new people. Even hey, Kane. Even if you feel like I was bashing too hard, I hope you still stick around. Come on by. You're always welcome. Everybody's welcome over here on my channel. Just leave your thoughts, your questions, your concerns. We appreciate everybody who supports the channel with super chats, with donations, things like that. We always love that. As always, guys, keep them coming. All your thoughts, your questions, your concerns, your theories, those lists. Tomorrow, I think I'll start off with a quick rundown. I think I got another one I want to run down real quick. I love those. Send your topics, all that stuff. Send it always. Call us 281-406-1993. You want to leave me a voicemail and say, Chris! Damn it, Chris! And all that, whatever you want to yell at me about. Leave Colleen alone! Or whatever you want to say. Hey, if you like it, I love it. Real quick. Oh, we still on it. The real Cynthia says Colleen has done nothing wrong. Leave Colleen alone. Not guilty of maybe not like I said, maybe not guilty, but not 100% innocent. I can't use the word innocent because you ever hear about in the corporate world where they say when it comes to things like sexual harassment, it's not what you intended, it's how the other person took it. I worked with a girl overseas when I was working for the military in Iraq, and this white girl was thought that it was okay to say, what's up, buckwheat? I said, what did you say? And she really thought that it was an okay thing to say. Not because she's always said it to her black friends. She said she grew up with none black friends. But that's what her family would say about black people and stuff. And she didn't know what it really meant. I don't think she really watched a little. She was younger than me. She don't know nothing about it. I used to watch Little Rascal reruns from back in the day. She didn't know nothing about it. And I told another brother about it. I was like, that's what she straight up said. But you could see the deer in the headlights look in her eyes that she really didn't know that she was saying something messed up. She didn't really intend anything bad about it. She meant no harm. But it don't matter what she meant. She called me buckwheat. I'm gonna tell you something straight up, right to your face. I handled that right on the spot. I don't care what you meant. I have the right to come back at you and let you know what's going on. I don't care if you feel like you're innocent, that you didn't mean nothing by it. I can still interpret. People interpret one line from the Bible in 3 million different ways. And it's the same combination of words. Somebody from over here can see it this way. Somebody over here can see it that way. And the wheel keeps going round and round. That person really didn't think she was saying anything bad. Not until me and my homeboy told her that you better shut that down. And we really told her why it was not going to be accepted and would really get you hurt for something. When some people say that, talk like that to the wrong person. So you can say innocent all you want. She didn't mean anything by it, but that doesn't invalidate how people are reacting to it. True, there are a lot of people who are just piling on, like my boy was talking about earlier on the chats, just piling on just for the sake of piling on because they want the clicks. I understand that. Two things can still be true. Somebody could just be making a video like this. You can think that this live stream is just about me piling on just for the sake of piling on. I'm just reporting. I have no ill will, nor do I care anything about Colleen Ballinger. I am not a celebrity worshiper. If I met her and she was a nice person, that's great. But after all this, I'd be like, oh yeah, I met her back then. She was great. She didn't do anything bad to me. But do I condone with that? Or do I think it was smart? I would tell it to her. See, that's the difference between me and other people. I would tell her straight to her face. As much as a nice person, I tell my friends that I've grown up with 20 years, as much as I love them, You do something that dumb, I'm gonna tell you to your face how stupid it was. Because it can be interpreted a different way. I don't care if you understood what saying buckwheat meant. I'm gonna tell you why. That you ain't ever gonna do it to me again. I'm gonna tell you. Cross those lines. Especially after I educate you. Cross that line again, we gonna have a challenge. Me and you, and I'm gonna win. Innocent? Can't say that. You don't know. You don't know what's in her head, like I don't know. But that goes both ways, even to the people who are against her. You don't know what's in her head. So to say she's 100% guilty of everything, the worst person in the world, you don't know that either. So don't just think that I'm only defending the people that are piling on her. Even the people that are against her, I'm going to tell you too, you don't know her. You don't know what's in her heart. So getting on these people that are saying, I love her still and I'm with her and blah, 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 I can understand that. So all the people that are just trying to get clicks and be funny and mess with her because it's easy. Oh, she's the it girl that we can get money off of. Let's mess with her. Like, y'all don't know her. She's a mom. She's got a baby. She's probably stressing out. She's probably freaking out. Maybe, but at the same time, maybe what her ex has said about her is true too. Two things can be true. She could be a nice person with real feelings that obviously she has real feelings. A nice person with feelings and it's stressing her out. And I didn't mean anything by it. It's da, 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 da. And at the same time, I would say, that's true. I know you're a nice person. That don't mean that I don't think what you did was stupid. That was dumb. Your lawyer said don't do it. You did it anyway. You want me to get serious? I'll get serious with you. I'll get serious. You want to blindly defend? I'll go ahead. I feel you. I understand you. But you ain't going to convince me of 100% innocence. I'll go as far as not guilty on some things, but she is definitely guilty of others. Did you take the advice of your lawyers when they said not to talk? No, I did not. I did it anyway, and then I tried to be cute about it. And the funny thing that happened right after that was the person that she was talking about mocked her and got their ukulele and bombed back on her with the same. You opened the door for more to come back at you. Innocent? No. She did that to herself. That was dumb. I'm just saying. So Colleen has done nothing wrong is what her lawyer is going to say. That doesn't mean it's the truth. It's a defense. I'm in recovery trying to do better online. And we ended off with period. That's it. That's the show, guys. Thank you for us. I got to get out of here. I got to run errands. I went way overtime on that one at the end. I'm sorry I had to get serious with you for a second there. But I mean, hey, sometimes it happens. I gotta get it off my chest. I understand you if you defending her at all costs. I understand, but that's you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not against or for. I'm just Chris. Well, guys, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Support the channel. I really appreciate it. You don't have to, if you don't have the means to support the channel with super chats and things like that, just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey, even those guys that think that I'm piling on Colleen, hit the thumbs down button. It all helps. Any engagement, bro, I appreciate it. Let me send me comments, send me questions, send me voicemails. Let me know what you guys are thinking at all times. I love it, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow afternoon. Tonight we're gonna do our review of Mission Impossible. So let me know what your thoughts on that. And till next time, guys. Good day and sayonara, mother clutches. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, is the microphone Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys. Happened again.